and welcome to another vlog thing. Yeah, I'm outside at the moment in Spain. It's actually cloudy. This is like gotta be the first time I've ever seen a cloud in the sky. There's like one big cloud. So yeah, it's not that warm. It's I don't know. I don't really know what the temperature is. Anyway, so yeah, basically, I do now know. After uploading the video, the vlog about the No Man's Sky thing, okay, right. Thank you, the people in the comments. Will tell me about that. I'm gonna move this book because it's really annoying me. I'm trying to use books sportive. In the end, just using one of my sandals. Okay. In the comments, people told me that it's not very helpful on which date it was, but they did tell me that I had got the wrong date. Thing was, I got the right date, just the wrong month. It comes out in about 2 weeks' time, I think. 1 or 2 weeks' time? I don't remember. Basically, after the video, I went and checked up on Steam. And yeah, Steam. Steam said, was very helpful now, because I actually know how much money I need, which I've got way more. So, I think for a PC version of from Steam, you will, it's $39.99, so about £40. For a PlayStation, I haven't seen what it will cost, but it'll probably be slightly cheaper. Yeah, and I'm going to also try and get a PlayStation for the game and not download it onto the PC, because the PC couldn't handle Fallout 4, so it's probably not going to handle No Man's Sky. Yeah. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. Yeah. So just telling you that that was the mistake I made. Sorry, I feel really weird because my nose is very dry at the moment. Mostly because since I got here, until I got to this new kind of area, this is the only place that I've so far stayed with air conditioning. Everyone else hasn't, and we stayed about a week. First week we were kind of here, till like 2 days ago. So the time I left, I don't remember, something like a week. We were in an apartment every day. I had a nosebleed. No, once, twice, and a couple of times 3. It was really annoying. Seriously, I swear I lost like a bucket, more than a bucket of blood over that time. And now I'm assuming my body just doesn't have enough blood to make a nosebleed. Awesome. Yeah, anyway, going back to No Man's Sky, just say, this is just so I don't really have to explain it when the episodes start coming out. I'm going to, I might say it though, the idea is that I will start on the planet, the starting planet that I was born on, and just simply spend about 4 episodes or so on that planet, and then the 5th episode will begin with me next to my ship, which will hopefully be the Omega ship, since I want to pre-order it, and I think if you pre-order it, you get the, any special starter ship. I'll probably have a look in more detail in how to get that, but yeah. Really though, this warp drive will never actually end up being used by me, because I'm gonna try and buy a ship before I leave that solar system. So yeah, basically the first 4 episodes will be spent on that planet. I'll probably keep returning back to kind of the spawning area. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go where I spawn, and I'm gonna head off in one direction for an episode. Then when I finish recording, come back to where my ship was using a mini-map, which they haven't shown yet. Because there are maps for space as well as on planets. There then also is the galactic map. So there are 3 maps. 2 of them they haven't shown because they said that they look quite ugly. If there are a toggle, or is that what they call toggle? I don't know. I'm a gamer and I don't know this. You know, if you can turn them on and off, like you just press a button, it comes on, and then you can turn it off again. As long as you can do that and probably even place waypoints, that'll be good. Because trust me, without a waypoint back to my ship, I may get lost. Yeah, I can't. I've just realised. I was just thinking. Oh yeah, I could put in the description the YouTube I was watching. I think it's like Seren Gaming, something like that. And I've been watching his videos for a lot of like No Man's Sky information, and he has told me quite a lot. Not me personally, but he's uploaded a lot of videos which tell you a lot of information. I don't like really jumping into a game without really knowing anything. So I'm excited because I don't know much, because usually it's much easier to find a lot of information. But I suppose that's just what's kept me watching these videos. He's made basically a whole channel out of looking at every trailer, trying to find every single bit of information. It's quite good. So yeah. Alright, so basically going back to the plan, so yeah, 4 episodes on the plan of constantly returning to the same area and just heading off in a new direction. After I kind of finish, yeah, after those like 4 episodes, on the 5th episode, I will actually fly into space. Probably with actually the Firefly theme, because it works quite well. Not the last part, like the actual main theme. If I play Firefly Online, I probably will, and I'll probably do a small montage of stuff I've filmed over the time I've had the game. So I'll probably have it for a few weeks or something, try and maybe have like 2 other ships, and just film kind of each time I play it, cut them down to the best moments, and then at the very beginning of the episode of the full thing, and I will play Mal's song version of the chorus. So anyone's not heard the Firefly theme, listen to it. It's really good. Don't look at the intro. There is it's nearly impossible to find the intro without having an actual episode. No one seems to upload them. Probably because you try and film show both of them, and I think you get copyright or something. I don't know, but you can't find the intros anywhere. So yeah, I'm gonna play the Firefly theme for when I'm actually flying off into space for the first time. This will either be edited in, or actually just me with a phone or something playing it. What is making that noise? I think someone's trying to open their door. So yeah, and yeah, so then the next few episodes, depending on how many planets / moons, because really moons are the same size as planets, but I think the only way you can figure this out is depending if they're really close to a planet, and if you really want to sit there and watch the orbital pattern thing. But I think that would take about a year for them to fully orbit the sun. They said that the planets do have Earth days, no matter how far away they are from the sun, so yay. And they are kind of randomly generated. I don't know, it sounds interesting, and I definitely want to play it. I'm going to try and move on the series for like 200 episodes, so, you know, 200 episodes of me alone, is the idea of it, and I'm pretty sure you would go bad after that, because how long will that be? If every episode comes out in about a week, but then every episode inside the series is a day, 200 days, how long is that? I have no clue how many days are in a year, so I'm gonna say it's more than a few months. Probably, I don't know. I don't remember how many days there were in a month. Not a month, a year. Anyway, so yeah, so the idea is that after kind of leaving a planet, I would then go to another planet, spend 1 episode on that planet. Next episode will start probably with me near the next planet instead of actually flying to them. Because if it's not like a moon to a planet, it can take quite a while, I think, depending how fast your ship can go. If your ship can go incredibly fast, I probably wouldn't bother with this kind of skipping. Because I could get there probably in a matter of seconds, and that's going to be really difficult if someone flies in front, though. So yeah. Also, just say I'm not going to get into really any combat in the game until later on, or something where I'm getting better armor, and I probably move to the edge. Like, before I do any massive amount of combat, I'll probably move back to the edge of the solar system. Not solar system, galaxy. To the edge of the galaxy, which will be... I think stuff there is cheaper and not very good. The closer to the center you are, well, you get, the more expensive things are, but the better they are. So I think if you were to have a really good ship, you know, like, very good, max armor, weapons, well, you could probably still put up a fight with some enemies near the center. They'll still be harder than going to the edge and fighting a load of enemies there, because they would most likely have weaker stuff, because, you know, you're meant to spawn there. That stuff isn't meant to be very hard, so if you do get into combat, you can win. So yeah, and that's it. So every episode, depending on how many planets there are, I'll move from one planet to another. So if there's 5 planets, I'll spend 5 episodes in one solar system and then move on. Depending if there's not something really interesting where I had to leave off the episode. You know, if it was like, I'd gone 30 minutes or something, and then I found this really weird thing. Probably in the next episode I would start with showing what that thing is, and I wouldn't go explore it. I am going to have another profile on my original profile. Anyone who's watched like my Halo 4 and probably knows that my username was Tom, but now if you look it's like Nurse Jones. It's because I made a new account. I still have the old one. I don't actually know how you get rid of old accounts. Shoot, there's an ant on my foot. There are ants everywhere on this floor. It's really annoying. But yeah, so I am going to have another profile, but this will be after I leave the planet, as well as I will have a notepad, which I don't have now. It's not really a notepad, it's more like a little booklet, which I will write stuff down. So, you know, I had one chemical down, I don't know, like bypass chip. And then it'll have the chemicals you need, and then it will say the page number to where that chemical is, and then number the pages. And then you can find out where the chemical is and what kind of temperatures it spawns in, and where it's best to find it, and how, if you need upgraded weapons, and, you know, it will just give you a lot of information. This way, technically this won't be used through the series, because obviously eventually I will remember most recipes, right? And also they tell you the recipes. So if someone wants to know, okay, what, how do I find this, what do I need to make as bypass chip? And I think you need something like sodium and something else. I've got a really annoying high-pitched noise in my ear now. But yeah, you know, how do I make a bypass chip? I'll probably have this little booklet with me, and I can go, okay, well, I'll look up in my booklet or whatever. Look, find bypass chip, see what it needs. And like, okay, you need these chemicals. Oh, where do I find those? And I'll find where they are in the booklet, and then just tell them, okay, you need to find a planet which is like 20-something degrees, 26 degrees, I think. I think that's where I saw them spawning. This thing, I actually remember where I noted down where I saw them spawning, what their kind of physical appearance was. You know, so things like that, where I note down what they look like, and if I first see something, I'll write it down in pencil. Actually, the whole booklet's in pencil, but yeah. I'll write it down in pencil, and then if I find out that really is randomly changed no matter where you are, I'll rub that out and put random. But if it always looks the same, like it's just thinking of one of the chemical things I've seen, a big blue egg-shaped thing. It's like a roll. Then, you know, then I'll go, okay, so it looks like a blue egg. That's very big. You know, and I probably won't have a massive amount of information on things like sentinels, but, you know. So technically, the idea is, if someone asks for some help with something, I can at least maybe give them a rough idea on what they need to do. So yeah, and probably upgrades also are constant on what you need. So I probably won't note down what materials I need for each upgrade, because anyway I'll have to look in the menu to see which one I need. Also just say with the leveling up armor and weapons and ships, it's going to just be, I'm gonna level them all to be equal levels, and then just go kind of like most important first, least important last. So maybe I'll go like, okay, right with my ship. Okay, better armor, better shields, better thrusters, better weapon, no, technical weapons. Because I'm not really gonna do a huge amount of combat early on in the game, at least. Now suit, better climate thing. I don't know. They've got also 3 new symbols. One that looks like a heartbeat thing, so it's like a line up, down, up, line. That one, I'm assuming that's probably a sprint. Since, you know, heartbeat, when you run your heart increases, you know, sprint, probably. I think someone did mention that there was a sprint mechanism thing. Anyway. Oh, and just say, if you don't want to see kind of spoilers or anything for the game until it comes out, be careful, because apparently there are actually versions of the game that are out in independent stores. And it may be that someone manages to get hold of the game early and records it and da-da-da. So things like the intro, I will film it. So I will hit film before the kind of thing begins, as the menu loads up. But probably but if nothing actually interesting happens, like you just hit spawn and you just appear, like in Minecraft. I might just go, okay, fine, and just cut that out and then stop filming and start filming again. Or just simply just cut it out. And yeah, and then the next episode you'll see the home menu. But you know, there is actually some sort of intro sequence, which I doubt, since they said that that they're not going to give you the story through dialogue, which I think was talking. Basically, they don't tell you the story, so it's not given to you in a cutscene, and it's not given to you in kind of a big writing at the beginning of the game, like Mass Effect, I'm assuming. So yeah, so it means there's a mystery. I am going to try and solve the story, don't worry, I will go over the story, probably. But it's not going to be the main focus of everything, since I have my own version of the story. Which you can actually find on the, other not Minecraft. No Man's Sky episode, which I did last, kind of. It was like a few weeks back for me, but yeah, it's the last episode. Oh, I'm gonna dad. So yeah, and also, at the very beginning of the episode, if there is nothing there, I do plan to have a small scene in Minecraft of me and Dr. Limmer. And, you know, it'll be like Dr. Limmer telling me, oh yeah, I've come up with a new one-man ship for you to take. Because we got that other version, but the actual way it flies is by simply either using thrusters to try and boost it into the air. It's not a very good ship. Seriously, once it never really had thrusters. You got into space and used gases and stuff like that to turn the ship and things like that. It went incredibly slow. Seriously, there were no thrusters on the back because that was the main door. It released just a lot of air. I don't know what do ships actually release out the back of them to push them? You see it all the time. Like they always use they release some sort of gas into space and turns the ship. I don't know what they use, but it's got to be something that's not important. Flies, go away. There's like 3 flying around it. It's really annoying. It's at the back of the camera. So yeah, and you'll probably actually see a new room. You won't see it, so I'm going to start building it though. Technically, guys, there are meant to be more rooms to the lab that you don't see. For instance, like, you know, dimension, we have a dimensional portal, and but then really you might go, where is it in the lab? We've never seen it. The idea is that there's meant to be more to the lab than we're actually able to show you. Because the actual idea for this base thing. The starter version, so this will be the early on version that I'm going to try and do. Right down to bedrock, so I'm just round about on the floor. I'm on the floor of Minecraft, one block above it, so I can change the floor colour. It's going to be 100 blocks long, 100 blocks high, and probably like 200 wide. I don't know if I got that right, but anyway, yeah, it's going to be a massive room, and that's the small version. We're going to actually try and build something like a red dwarf down there. I've just remembered that thing has like 3,000 floors. Yep, forgot about that. That's probably never going to happen. Maybe a smaller version of it. Since anyway, it's impossible to find the deck layouts. I did try and look, and even with Starbug, all you get are the 2 floors. The whole back end of the ship is really completely unknown. Watch the series and you will know also what I mean. The 2 areas they show are the areas which always seem to be the same. Everywhere else, because they seem to go into like the back of the ship, and Lister's got his own bedroom. They've got a massive engine room, storage, virtual simulator, all in the back of the ship. And really, when they were I don't know, it seems small. So anyway, I'm gonna try and build a lot of ships from TV programs in this area. So if I ever do actually get to show you it, you will probably also be able to see the ships that I've used throughout the series. So you'll see the Omega ship, probably the Life Pod as well, and the ship that I want to use, which will be an Explorer ship. Or a survival ship. I have never actually seen what a survival ship looks like. That's actually the 4th class. If it was, there's Explorer, Fighter, Trader, Survivor, or something like that. I don't know. They got those 4 videos. Explore, Fight, Trade, Survive. It actually might be survival ship, but yeah. If anything, I might look at getting a survival ship. But I've just got very used to the idea of almost like the Korvac Explorer ship. I've always kind of liked the look of that one. Was it just seemed, you got the panel around the side, and whilst I did want a fighter at first, I then just eventually gave up on it, because really the only reason I wanted was because it was small and it could land somewhere. But yeah, and then the Explorer ships just really didn't seem to make a huge amount of sense to me, but then, yeah, I mostly explore in video games that are free roam. Also the game's mostly built around that. So yeah, so that's the main thing which is going to happen. I'm gonna probably have a Explorer or a survival ship. Since survival ship will probably come in useful for each one, since I'm mostly gonna be trying to escape combat, so fighter. I'm going to try exploring quite a bit, so the Explorer, and I will do a small bit of trading. Although I wouldn't really call it trading. I don't trade, but I'm pretty sure trading is when you buy something one place and go and sell it somewhere else. Technically, though, my idea is more scavenging, basically. I go into wreckages, I mine resources, and I go sell them. I will probably barely use resources myself to make things. Most stuff I'll just take it away and sell it. Like fuel and stuff like that, I'll sell most of the fuel, or chemicals to make fuel. But I won't actually probably ever have to make one. After I make a jump, I go straight to the space station and fuel up. That's what I'm going to do. So that way I have max fuel, and then I just go down to the planet. I probably in between anyway episodes, if I figure out how you're meant to see your own fuel, if it's halfway down or something, I'll probably fly over to the space station and go pick that up. Since there's like 1 or 2 space stations in every solar system. Well, if they have 2, you might as well be able to blow one of them up. That would be cool though. I would love to see that. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.